He aha tātou e whakapau e putea nui nei. Why get somebody else in and spend heaps of money to pimp your hedges when you can pimp them yourself? Māku e nei e kuti kuti. I'm going to tackle these and pimp the garden out to look like a structured tiered hedge area. Ka mutu. E hoki ana au ki ngā tikanga o mua. I'm going to ditch the electric trimmers and I'm going to show you how to use old-fashioned hedge shears to make your hedges look mint. Anei ngā tapu tapu me whai, the tools you'll need to get the hedge in your life looking gorgeous are hedging shears, sharpening stone, oil for sharpening blade, bucket of water, pā ki te wai, and pot scrubber, tai tai kōhua. Ko te mai tuatai. So the first thing we're going to do is clean and sharpen our tools. These often get sap on them and we want to keep them nice and sharp so that you make really sharp cuts because then your plant will be less disease prone. Me mātua horoi, I o tapu tapu kuti kuti kia mā. Start by making sure your pruning tools are clean. Remove any ingrained dirt or sap using a wire brush or wire wool if necessary. Wash them in soapy water and then dry them. Kia koe ai. So to sharpen the shears here, I've got a sharpening stone and some oil. This oil, it cleans and it lubricates at the same time and it also prevents rust. So just on the rougher side, I'm going to pop some oil and then just start doing circular motions along the blade on a slight angle. Right, that should be enough. So we are ready to get these into action on our hedge. The main tip to trimming is me rite tonu te kuti kuti me te pō taro taro. Do a little and often before you end up in a situation like this. This ficus tuffy hasn't been cut for a while. It was planted so that it would be pleached, which gives it a nice boxy shape, which means that we're going to have to remove some of the smaller lower branches here. It'll need a good trim down the side. Some morning glory has found its way from the neighbours and is growing over and strangling a lot of the top there. With the buxus is used for a classic box hedge. So it's about time this one has a trim and get it all nice and symmetrical looking. So this is a good level now. I've stood back and I've had a look. There's still gaps, but that's because it needs to bush out. And when you cut the tips off, it encourages the plant to grow outwards, which is why it's always better to do it little and often to encourage your bush to get really bushy. Kia tūpato, kei haia e koe te paparako. Be careful not to rip the wood. Having sharp tools will guard against this. Ko te mea nui. The main thing to remember with ficus is wear some old clothes because once you get the sap on your clothes, they will never come out. Also, cut it about 2 to 3 times a year to encourage it to bush out. Okay, tau ke, pai ake tēnā. That is way, way better. So now we're just going to wait for these gaps to fill out here on the ficus and on our buxus. I just need to clear a few leaves and then beautiful. Inna hoki te tāhua ake, what a difference a bit of clipping makes.